I'm going to read some of the Constitution. I got my new one. I keep losing my little one. First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridge the freedom of speech. Now, that's key here. Abridging the freedom of speech. Now, in the first district, they call it disorderly conduct to curse or flip the cops off. You've committed disorderly conduct and can be arrested for it. Arrested for free speech. Right? Now, typically, the Brunswick Road Pirates just threaten arrest. Right? That's coercion against rights because they're threatening arrest because of free speech. Redress of lying government. So, in federal court, I've asked them and contacted the Attorney General and said that that is unconstitutional prohibition that they are using to violate our rights. I was threatened with arrest for flipping off the chief at the town hall in July of 2023 for not supplying me with Nathan Day assaulting me in a public record. Absolutely refused. Did not receive it for 2 years and 2 months later. Right? I think that would be a federal crime. Custodians to willfully conceal, mutilate, or falsify public records, because that bloody thing is modified by the lawyer, Casa S. Park, Drummond and Woodsum lawyer, told me on the telephone that she personally modified the evidence. Lawyers cannot do that. That's a felony. Tampering with evidence. Federal crime. Custodians to willfully conceal, mutilate, or falsify public records. You're guilty. Casa S. Parks, turn yourself in to law enforcement today. You're evil. Or abridge the freedom of speech or the freedom of the press. Now, anyone who posts video to public consumption is a member of the press. The line between citizen or one of the people, which is how I refer to myself at this time, because I am one of the people, you say an oath to uphold my rights and to tell me to get back and put a big spotlight on my camera is deprivation of my First Amendment right and deprivation of freedom of the press or the right of people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Right? You willfully withheld public records of Officer Day assaulting me June 23rd, 2023. Commander and Scott Stewart, I demanded that he give me his dash camera evidence since he ripped my phone out of my hand, would not let me record, violating my First Amendment rights, threw my phone in the back of the truck bed with a black mat on it. It was so overheated, it would not function for damn near 30 minutes. I was on my backup phone when I went to the police station and recorded going in asking for a complaint. What did they conceal in that video is Officer Day. At the beginning, I requested through FOIA requests, through discovery requests, from the scene where he yells on the radio, "Bryce, get off the highway," into the microphone of his radio. And I think I have that somewhere. Okay? He yells, "Get off the highway." He knew who it was. Right? I took my picture and then skedaddled. Right? Following his lawful command. I heard it on the scanner. I had it right on my chest. Right? He got in his police car, went 110 miles an hour up the hill on 295, and went through the U-turn in the center of the highway. Probably made people poop their pants, nearly causing crashes, I'm sure, because they will not provide me him driving on 295, which was clearly requested in discovery, not provided. They show him on the exit ramp and he's going maybe 60 on the exit ramp, right? And there's no audio, unknown what he's saying on the radio, so they concealed what he's saying there. Another felony. Then you can hear our conversation where I tell him it's cruel, unusual punishment to handcuff me behind my back due to my shoulder injuries. He ignored that and handcuffed me behind my back. I just want to record, and then you can arrest me like you want, and I'll produce ID because you've, threatened me with violence. But no, he just ripped my phone out of my hand and handcuffed me. I have the recording of that from inside my truck, off the dash camera.
Apparently now it's 10:55.
Oh, they crashed. Where is it? Where?
It's going to be Main, I think it's a Lighthouse Plate 464, Boston, Dom, Boston. 464, Boston, Dom, Boston.
So they were traveling the Fourth Amendment peace and crashed when he put his fault lights on.
1020.
Yeah, where's the 20? 20's the location.
You want to for your location? I'm going to be at the Route 1 northbound rest area. I got on the DA system, told him to pull into we stopped just short of the rest area. Got on the DA, told him to pull into the rest area. He decided to drive straight into the end of the guardrail.
Oh my God.
Before you want rescue started? Nope, I don't need rescue.
Wow. So he instructed him to crash into the railing, from what it sounds like. So, Officer Nathan Day, on his dash camera, the spiel where he puts me in handcuffs is clear. And then he gets in the police car, and there's a country song playing. I haven't identified it yet. I didn't bother. And it was a windy day. The trees are all waving around and shit. And there's birds chirping inside his police car. And a country song playing as cover for covering up his radio communications. And I'm going to tell you why. Because my witness, my daughter, heard the whole thing go down on the scanner and was nearby and went in the police station and told them, why is my father in handcuffs? And I bet you it's behind his back and he's in a lot of pain right now. Dispatch relayed that to the scene, right? And that's what spurned Christopher Wolongvik to come over. Thank you, Chris, once again. And I think within a minute, he takes the handcuffs off and lets me record the video that's up on YouTube. Where I could...
I'm able to call in reference to the accident this morning on Middle Street. And with the child subject, looking to give you an auto policy. Please, he gave you the wrong one earlier. Gave the wrong insurance card. Oh, Cam. Silly boy. Right. So, like I said, Casa S Parks told me on the phone, I believe it was end of September of 2025, that she personally downloaded the video, removing the in-picture timestamp from the Motorola dash cam footage from 2023. Because right down the road here, we have the Jacob and Sierra drug investigation, right? Right? Couldn't get a dog. I was laying in bed, didn't feel good either. It was like slightly drizzling too. That was Motorola dash cam footage showing the incident that they took to court. The whole thing was fruit of the poisonous tree. Patrick Scott said that at night, through the locked door of their car, down inside the pocket, he saw the corner of a drug baggie that was ripped off, a little piece of plastic that indicated drug use. And that was his probable cause to search the vehicle. In the rain at night. Right? Bullshit. So, Sierra said she had something in her locked purse. Told them he couldn't search it. He searched it anyway. And that's why the whole case got thrown out. Destroyed their own case by being pirates. They should have gotten a warrant to look in her purse. I don't know if it was a zipper lock or something ridiculous, little lock or whatever. But that's a Fourth Amendment violation. And that got their case completely thrown out. You had a good case. You saw them buying drugs at the hotel where you know they sell drugs, but you didn't bust them. People at the hotel. Right? I got the whole police report, the whole 9 yards. Right? So then he does a body cavity search on Sierra right down there on Pleasant Street. Hand down her pants. Down the front, up the front. Checking under the bra. So, Jacob Tillman gets his phone out and accidentally takes a selfie of his face. First thing while he tries to get it recording. Then he's recording, they just manhandled my girlfriend. Right? Manhandled. Yeah. Yeah. He was pissed. Like, holy shit. He's going for a feel. We got to get this on camera. And he is body tackled from behind for recording in his Fourth Amendment piece, sitting on the curb as a passenger, where he did nothing wrong. Joshua Bernier smashes his face into the ground. You can see the bloody pictures of his face after effect.
The phone goes skittering across the ground and shuts off. Lucky the recording survived. I've posted that a dozen times, right? How many times did you violate people's rights in that one stupid traffic stop where you couldn't get a drug dog and they did a search refusal? Right? Your probable cause was 100% bull stuff. Bull stuff. Yep. Oh, see. So this guy's okay. He's being a tool. All right. Well, I was going to read from the car.
It is the Lighthouse Lake 464 Boston.
All right. Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to secure the security of a free state. A free state. What's a free state? A free state is where you can travel in your Fourth Amendment peace and not get accosted by armed men who want your money. That wouldn't be a free state, would it? And especially when they're concealing public records through encrypted radio so that people can't monitor their creation, because we, the people, are supreme. Right? I wanted to monitor communications so I could hear stuff like the Jacob and Sierra event. Right? Can't get a drug dog. Can't get a drug dog. Oh, we're searching anyway. Hey, now we're fighting with the people. We're in a fight because you violated the shit out of their rights. They had a right to defend themselves. You made them victims. You're evil bastards.
5 convictions won't draw less than 24 for unregistered motor vehicle. 10-3.
A well-regulated militia.
Both of those, please. And you call Blagden over to Wiscasset, have them come over to the northbound rest area.
He's requesting his own wrecker and not Atlantic. Good job. Don't want that road pirate vessel to show up. Okay, Second Amendment is the amendment to protect all our other amendments, right? Being necessary to the security of a free state. Without the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, right? The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's wicked, wicked important, right? Because if you can't bear arms, like in the courthouse, then you're under coercion, and it's a felony. Every single court is operating feloniously under maritime admiralty law. Judge Wolf, I found out why he said it was administrative law, because he can't do anything to a civilian because that's a military tribunal. They are at war against the people. I don't know if I'm still live. It's looking like my live is getting shut down. Right? I'm going to keep going just for a minute. The right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. My rights have been infringed for 5 years. I completely, 100% feel unsafe if I were to bear arms and record police. I 100% feel like they would hurt me or murder me over me carrying a firearm and recording the police. Which you can, right? Because nowhere does it say that they can infringe upon my Second Amendment right. Right? So, by way of threats and intimidation and concealing public records, felony. All right, I'm going to shut down because it doesn't, I'm questioning. It says there's one person. I don't know. Can you type a comment and say if my live is coming through? Is it getting interrupted, guys? Are they shutting me down? Are they shutting down my free speech? Violating deprivation of my First Amendment rights? Slow connection. Yep. All right, I'm going to shut it down because it doesn't work.